Good morning, everybody. I'm welcome to another motorcycling video. I haven't made any motorcycle videos for a little while. I'm in Launceston in Tasmania at the moment, and specifically I'm at the intersection of Lindsay Street and Doyne Street. Now locals will know where that is, and they'll know it's directly opposite Riverbend Park and by the side of the National Automotive Museum. And by way of explanation, I just come back from a run. I'm not sure where I ran this day, but somewhere 12, 13 something kilometres like that. And I've just come back from a run. I was getting ready to go home. I had attached some cameras to my motorcycle, one to the wing mirror, and you'll see the video for that in another video, and another one to the windscreen. And I wasn't happy with the position of the one on the windscreen, so I had to pull over to the side of the road here in Doyne Street and adjust it. And if you're a motorcyclist, you know once you put the stand down, the engine cuts off on scooters anyway, and then you take off your helmet and your gloves and fiddle around, and while I reattach the camera to the place where I wanted it to be, and then put on your helmet and gloves again, and before you can get into the traffic, check the traffic, of course. So I'm now heading up Doyne Street, as this is called, past the Borrell Concrete Works depot. Riverbend Park, by the way, is on the bend just as the North Esk River flows into the where it joins with the South Esk and becomes the Tamar. And the land there used to belong to Borrell, and they moved away to a newer complex we've just gone past, and I'm not sure whether the council bought the land or it was given to them or what happened, but they've built it into a wonderful adventure playground. Now I'm heading up Gleadow Street, or Gleadow, Gleadow Street, towards the East Tamar Highway, and so the sun is directly in the camera and in my face because I'm travelling in an easterly direction. And I'm just coming up to the traffic lights at the East Tamar Highway, so it's one of those places where you again sit and do nothing because traffic lights. East Tamar Highway is the main route from the northeastern suburbs and the towns beyond Launceston up towards Georgetown and Low Head, but the suburbs of Mowbray, Mayfield, Newnham and Allenvale, so people would be coming down from those areas just about 8 o'clock in the morning. People would be coming down from those areas towards the city to work, and obviously people are going out of the city on jobs up in those areas, mainly I assume tradies, although of course it could be other people as well, and people are heading off to their morning work. Just got to sit here and twiddle your thumbs for a while because the traffic on the highway gets priority at the traffic lights over people on the side road. So as I said, I had just come back from my run and set the camera up on the motorcycle, and the motorcycle I have here is a Suzuki Bergman 650 AN scooter, and I'll try and remember to put a link to the review I did of that many years ago in the description, so if you can check it out there. But one of its features is that it has an electrically adjustable windscreen, and so I attached the camera to that, and it wasn't secure, so I had to step back to sit down and do it again. Now I'm on the East Tamar Highway, and on the right hand side we have some of the big boxed businesses that are along here, like the Good Guys. Then there is Bunnings, which is coming past here, and then down in Lindsay Street behind Bunnings, JB Hi-Fi, Office Works and Pet Barn. This traffic coming along the East Tamar here, going towards the Charles Street Bridge, is what passes for peak hour commuter traffic in Launceston. So whilst the people who are travelling to and from work in Sydney, from the northern beaches or from the western suburbs or places like that, that might be watching this video thinking, well, it's nothing, it's all relative, I guess. Launceston itself is the second biggest city in Tasmania outside of Hobart. In the greater Launceston area there are about 100,000 people. On the right hand side here, these buildings are parts of what is called the Seaport. Those buildings are apartments, and there's a hotel there. There are also cafes and restaurants, and there are lower levels that look over the North Esk River. And so again, we're caught up in traffic and just sit twiddling your thumbs while the lights change and then the people in front of you react. For those who know Launceston and surrounding area, I am heading, I guess, in a generally westerly direction now towards the suburb of Trevallyn, where my house is, and we'll get to see more of that obviously as we get closer. Just by way of explanation, Launceston is pronounced Launceston. Launceston, which has the same spelling, is a town in Cornwall in England. Locals here refer to Launceston as Lonnie, and they'll know straight away you're not a local if you refer to it as Launceston. So the best way to cover up your lack of being a local and being from the mainland or up there, or the Big Island as they call it, is to refer to it as Lonnie, or remember that it's Launceston. As I said, I'm on a motorcycle here, the Suzuki Bergman. Lane filtering is legal as far as I know in Tasmania, but I'm reluctant to do it here because there's not a lot of room between the cars. For one thing, this is a fairly big, wide scooter. For a second thing, and I never know when the people are going to suddenly change lanes and I'm going to get sandwiched between two cars. So I'm not in a great hurry to go anywhere. I'm happy to stay behind people. On the right-hand side there is the courthouse, or some of the court buildings, and on the left-hand side, on the left-hand side is the court buildings, and the yellow building on the right-hand side here is the Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery, known colloquially as QuivMag, and this building we're passing now is TAFE. There's the one on the right here, the brick one on the right, part of a number of TAFE College buildings in this area. I'd like to say we're at the end of the traffic lights, but I know that there is one more set. So we're just turning now into Patterson Street, the locals. These buildings on the right hand side are part of the TAFE College buildings. Some on the left hand side are also part of the TAFE College. The park here on the right hand side is called Royal Park, and this magnificent building on the left hand side now is Launceston College, which I think is for students in years 11 and 12. There are high schools that go to year 11 and 12. In fact, most high schools now in Tasmania, I think, go to year 11 and 12, but the college system was established earlier, a little bit like the college system in the ACT. On the right hand side here is a restaurant called Stillwater, and I'm going under the West Tamar overpass. And on the left hand side here, just coming around the bend here, are the Pennyroyal complex. Going over the King's Bridge, which is where the South Esk River flows into the Tamar, and the cottage you can see on the left hand side there is the caretaker's cottage for what used to be the entrance to the, or is still the entrance but there's no caretaker, to the Cataract Gorge Gardens. This is Trevallyn Road we're going up now. Trevallyn is a suburb on the western side of the Tamar and contains some very historic looking homes as well as modern homes towards, further up the hill towards where I live, are more modern homes, but closer down here there are many historic homes. People who watch my running videos running down this hill as part of the Trevallyn challenge that I took a little while ago, and I've yet to post to Facebook, but YouTube, but it will do. This is the road I ran down when I took the Trevallyn challenge. And I'm just coming up on the right hand side at this roundabout that's ahead. is the Trevallyn shopping centre, where there's a gourmet grocers and bottle shop, there's a chemist, there's a bakery, there's a newsagents. Behind there's a hairdressers and a couple of other specialty shops. The grocery shop is well known for its gourmet goods. And if you continue directly ahead here rather than take the turn at the roundabout as I'm doing, you would come to the entrance past the Trevallyn School, primary school, and then to the entrance to Cataract Gorge. This road is called Bald Hill Road. And at the top here, it'll be turning into Vula Avenue. There's some roadworks done recently here at the intersection to create a raised intersection to try and slow down traffic, because many children from Trevallyn Primary School come up the laneway on the side, on the left-hand side here, and then cross the road. Now, this video is about to come to an end, so I'll say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my journey from Riverbend Park to Riata Road in Trevallyn, and I will be showing another video shortly of my trip to Trevallyn Lake. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll be talking to you again shortly.